Hello, chat. Welcome back. We made it to the island. Now we're gonna go into a giant pyramid. My wife is gone today. She went to go watch her sister's cat, so I can play for a while today. So we're gonna try to get some good progress on the main story. Apparently there's a giant black armored, basically T-Rex.
Another drone keeping watch on the biosphere. I should grab its data. But how am I going to get it down?
How indeed, how indeed. I mean, since I'm already here. Thinking this way. Yep, definitely this way. Now let's see where it goes. Should be coming around. Wow. So we're gonna have to climb high. Oh, there we go. Ooh, nice jump. I don't think that's the way I wanted to go.
Have to jump onto that drone to get it down.
Yeah, I want to get. Oh, there we go. Okay. That. Still too high. Yep, so up a little bit further. She's very destructive. Always breaking things. Ooh, message from my wife. What? One second. Her sister lives close to where she's from. And she's like, oh, it's so much closer than where we live from her work to her hometown. Usually takes her about an hour and a half to get home. She just made it home in half. Oh, what was that? Hopefully I start back at the top. I did not. Okay then. Must you know how to get up there. Climb. I say, but then I forgot. my wife is gone. Technically, I could. But I'm trying to quit. I also have work tomorrow. Though I have like nothing to do at work tomorrow. So. Drinking would not be a major issue. Probably bad to be drunk or hungover tomorrow.
Gotta bring the drone down to grab its data.
So,
Maybe if I jump onto it?
what do you think, Cat?
Got it!
Very cool. Drinking stream? No drinking stream.
I'm gonna get the data from the drone.
I have a bunch of alcohol, but a month or so ago I drank most of it and I kind of want to just drink it all so I don't have that temptation. 'Cause having alcohol in my house all the time is just like, oh, one drink. Which is not good. Supplies. Reminds me of a joke, but I'm not gonna say it. 'Cause it's bad.
A barbarian!
Run, stranger! There's a killer machine about!
The machine will kill you!
What? The killer machine will
There
kill
you
me?
are. I guess we're doing this.
Alright. I want this. I mean, this thing's already like half dead. Oh, I missed. My bad. What? Woo. Ow. Okay.
Hooked it!
On. Yeah. That's not what I want. Ow. Yeah, it was. Oops. Oh, that actually is a good idea.
There you are. I guess we're doing this.
Bring fruit. They have that free. You normally have to knock something out. There you go.
Follow up all that active work.
Coming right. One. That's gonna hurt. Bring pen. Nope. Ow. Can't. Ow, that was my bad. Bring pen. What? I'm gonna be slow. Tail. Stop that.
Better hit it before the plasma.
Bring it. It's gonna explode. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Come on. Yikes. Alright. Refill those. Oh. Take it. All those high shots. Woo. Dodge. Right stuff. What? Because of... Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. We're gonna do this, chat. Power shot. Ooh. Break. I don't have the right weapon. I just realized that, chat. I was wondering why I was doing that. Damage. Woo. Boom. Ah, that's not a boom. Yeah. Bring it down. Oh, you like that? Not a fan, chat. Oh, I already forgot to dodge right. Good spot. Right. Right. Woo. Oh. Not in the water. Not in the water. Water might kill me. Ah, I knew it. Stupid water killed me. Alright. Time to get serious, chat.
There you are. I guess we're doing this.
He's trying to eat me.
There.
We're gonna run this way. Oh, come on. It's not working very well, chat. Yesterday, I took one of these to try. Yeah, he's also half dead. So I don't know. When I check. Oh, come on, Chad. Too weird. Buildings. Getting stuck on oops, I don't have any ammo. Alright, let's see if I can tear his face off. Not a face. Movie from the 90s. Almost had it. Missed that. Oh, fine. We're just gonna shoot this. Also hit that. There we go. Should have done that earlier, chat. I'm sorry. Break. Dodge. Come on. Ah, yes. There we go. Alright. We get far enough away. And he stops doing weird attacks. Alright. Power shots. One more shot. Not the break. Part works or die. Oh ho ho. Fine. That was mostly my fault. Wait, what? I just saw a coil that increases. Oh. I mean, once I upgrade that, then yes. Oh, after terrible thing like that, I may go grab some alcohol. Soothe my injured pride. That was absolutely terrible. Dead lobster. Pretty sure lobster hunting with a bow and arrow is probably cheating. Well, traps probably aren't very. Oh. Traps probably aren't very. Very good. I'm definitely gonna go get some alcohol then after. I'll be right back, chat. I'm back, chat. We're only gonna drink 3 today instead of my normal 4. Because I do have work tomorrow. Oh, can't stab crabs. No crab stab. I do have work tomorrow, but work tomorrow consists of me just doing nothing. So, drinking is not such a bad thing. Maybe not the best thing, but it's not terrible either. I was gonna ride my bike to work tomorrow, but that's not gonna work very
Hail
well.
Machine Hunter! Speak with us!
Mainly because it's supposed to rain again tomorrow. It's a rainy week this week. I hate rain. So she sits and making me cold. Ooh. Crab claw. I love crab. And shrimp. Basically all shellfish.
Come on over, you. A word.
Come on over,
You killed
you.
that machine.
Your CEO sent me. I need to speak to Alva.
By all means, then. Open the gates!
Hey, she is.
Alva, I'm glad you're okay.
Oh, you got rid of that machine. But what are you doing here?
There's something inside Thebes that I need. I went to Landfall. I met your CEO. We came to an agreement, kind of.
And you're going to help us get in?
I guess so. The whole thing was a little tense. There was something off about that guy. And I don't understand what he wants from Thebes. I thought we found the data that your people needed back on the mainland.
That data will take us years to sift through. The CEO wants faster results. Aloy, you have to be
CEOs
careful.
always want faster results.
There they are. The legacy tells us that Elizabeth Sobek helped the ancestors cast aside all obstacles. And so it has been today.
You have been true to your word. I'm pleased. Thebes awaits us below. Shall we?
I just got here though. I want to look around.
Quite an excavation.
Much of this was flooded. We had to pump a great deal of water out.
Oh, something I want to do today is do some of the green shard underwater.
Behold, the door
Puzzles.
to Thebes.
A door like no other.
It's a cauldron. I think.
Well, you're right about that. It's designed to open for only one man. Ted Faro.
But the legacy tells us that he worked closely with Sobek. He trusted her. Surely she could open the door, and so surely can you.
Not gonna happen. At least not from this side.
You said she was a living ancestor with Sobek's eternal essence.
If I may, Pharaoh, great as he was, did not build his palace alone. We know this from scraps of data we found, the ones that pointed to this location. And we found evidence of passages below. Maybe they were built to aid construction. Or for servants. We can't reach them. The way is flooded and they're too far underwater, but...
Yeah. I can reach them. There might be another way in down there.
You see? With Sobek, there is always a way.
Then do what you must to get us inside.
I forgot to turn off my video. And shut up. So, underwater.
This water's warm. Seems like a hot spring.
Volcano.
It's huge. It goes all the way down to the bottom.
See? Hot spring. Lava. Geothermal power? Probably. That is more than likely the way in.
There's a rupture up
See?
there. Maybe a way in.
Love it in game when you say
Yeah.
exactly what the
This could get me inside.
protagonist says. I'm like, hey, this could be the way in. Oh, yeah, this could be the way in. happens a lot in the Uncharted games. Where I'd say something and then like instantly Nathan Drake would say the same thing about ho ho ho. Probably why I like those games.
Okay. Looks like this tunnel leads deeper into the structure.
Yeah, the last thing I wanted to do is get sucked into a fan blade. Oh, it stopped. Is it intermittent?
Nope. This is just gonna take me back outside.
Intermittent. Stop. So glad I don't have to worry about oxygen. This would suck if I had to breathe. Or rather, not suck. Turn it off with the data console. Not the loot down here, unfortunately.
Stop the turbine. Good.
Sweet. Make sure there's nothing good. Nope. Always gotta look for goodies, chat.
Okay. I'm inside, but how do I let the Quen in?
Dudes. I have a feeling there's gonna be something in here. Boss fight of some sort. Probably something to do with the aliens. Or humans from outer space, I guess they're not really aliens. The ancient ones. Still could imagine living for 1,000 years.
The living area. It's pretty big, too.
I think that'd be kind of boring, to be perfectly honest. You'd learn a lot. Every 10 years, learn a new language. Wouldn't they speak quite a bit different than us if they're 1,000 years old? 'Cause I'm pretty sure if we listen to somebody from 1,000 years old who speaks English 1,000 years ago that spoke English, we'd have issues understanding them. Like Shakespeare.
Let's hope this is the way to the main door, so I can let the Quen in.
Wait, what?
Look at this place. It's pretty fancy for a survival bunker.
Orange. Uh-oh. Give me healing mats, chat.
There. The door. Let's hope I can open it from the inside.
Oh, what do you want to bet? I'm gonna fight the Quen.
Locked. But what about the main door?
Alright, before anything happens, let's make some stuff. See, I wish I would have been able to do this after that big fight I just had. But no. Good enough. If I'm gonna end up fighting humans. If I end up fighting
That looks like some kind of access control.
stalkers, then no. I may be in trouble.
Ah, good. An emergency exit function.
Emergency exit initiated.
The door is open. Destiny is upon us. I knew you could do it.
What's going on?
The CO is preparing to enter Thebes.
Oh, why are you dressed like Ted Faro?
I am Pharaoh, renewed. My essence is the same as his. Across the years, across the generations, his soul is my soul. His will is my will. We are sundered in only one way. I need his final testament, his deepest secrets. And now that the door is open, those secrets are within my grasp. When I have them, I will be complete, as he was. I will have everything I need to save our homeland, and, as Pharaoh did, the world.
Okay. I think there's some confusion here about who Pharaoh really was.
No one knows better than I who he was, who he is. Me. The Renewer, greatest of the ancestors, the man who saved the world. And you. You understand, Sobek. You are her, Pharaoh's harbinger, his assistant. Come, we will descend into Thebes together, as it should be. Bring her the raiment.
Raymond?
As he is Pharaoh, you are Sobek. For an occasion this momentous, shouldn't you wear proper business attire?
Whoa. No, 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 no. No, I am not wearing that. No way.
You will wear the proper attire to mark this moment.
Or what?
It is said Sobek valued life above all else. Is this true?
Fine. I'll wear your raiment.
Excellent. Shall we proceed? Look at this place. The grandeur.
Pharaoh's
Clothes.
domain.
What does it give me? Valor Surge Master, Deep Concentration, ooh, Stamina Regen, Lasting Override, and Weapon Stamina. Not bad.
Simply breathtaking.
Excellent. Somewhere in here, Pharaoh left his secrets. Let's go find them.
Your Magnificence, perhaps we should leave guards behind to cover our exits?
Indeed. And let it be done.
He's one of those rulers.
Looks like the emergency exit function unlocked this door, too.
We offer an option. He's like,
Pharaoh's
yes.
visage, a monument to greatness.
Truly, my CO.
It's a monument to something, I'll give you that.
I'm gonna go down. No, I can't go down yet.
The Emperor will heap rewards upon you for this. My CO.
Great risks bring great bounties, Overseer.
That guy's a big one. Oh, she's one
I
of
think
those
this way
ones
might lead down.
with- Oh, fine.
Excellent.
He's a heavy.
Remember every detail of his, Bohai, for posterity.
It will be its own chapter in your legacy. White Palace.
No less than he deserved.
Of course. Wonder if Pharaoh had a foot bath in here. I've always wanted one of those.
There will be no further discussion of your feet, Bohai.
Must be a Quinting, whatever it's called. Imagine making a giant
So
statue of
hey,
yourself.
this is weird.
Yeah, I tried to warn you.
Yeah, sort of.
I'll explain everything if we survive long enough.
Well, yep.
Those certainly look threatening.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Statues. The guardians of Pharaoh's domain.
They're still alive. Well, functional.
Those aren't statues. Look out!
Get the CO out of here!
Guess it's just us then.
Of course it is.
We have to fight!
Oh, come on. Come on. You're on fire. Spike launch. Yes, it is done. No thanks to you guys. Useless mofos.
Well fought.
Thanks.
Where's Overseer Bohai?
He has decided to return to the surface. A wise choice.
He ran away.
We can't afford to lose any more diviners than necessary. So, no more delays. We must proceed.
So she's expendable, basically, is what he just said. Oh, piercing spikes.
Yes, that looks like the
You are.
way.
Yes, that looks like the way. You mean that one? Not very bright. I have a feeling it's
Ever
gonna be
deeper we go.
Yes.
What is that? A reclining throne, attached to some kind of apparatus. I wonder what it does. An impressive setup.
He's gonna
What is it
sit in it.
for?
I'm sorry, CO. I don't know. My focus can't read the data here.
What about the living ancestor? Is the data lost to her?
He's gonna sit in it and something bad's gonna happen, which is fine with me. He's kind of a douche. There's just still an eye.
Scan the device, if you will.
Do I hear please? I don't think I heard please. So until I hear please, I'm gonna go look for purples. Oh, purple.
Please, scan the device.
Okay, he said please. Oh, real quick. Fine.
Tell me what your focus reveals about the device.
Made a minor adjustment to the gene therapy regimen and added a new cocktail to treat the symptoms caused by the mutations.
Mutations.
Hopefully, there will be some stabilization after the next treatment. God knows what Ted'll do to us if there isn't. The early results were so promising. No signs of aging, no cellular degeneration, but now... Oh, if only I had access to my old lab in Bangkok, or my old colleagues, or my old liquor cabinet. Stop it. Got to stay positive. For Kenya.
Who's Kenya? Kenya.
You saw something. I could tell. Did the data explain what Pharaoh used this device for?
I think he was undergoing treatments to live longer. A lot longer.
Really? Could he still be alive?
Don't be foolish. If he were alive, he would have kept his essence. It would not have been passed down to me. Remember, he was the renewer. Of course, he would have stopped at nothing to grasp the secrets of life and death. But not for himself. Everything he did was for a new beginning. For us, for the Quen. And for his true heir, me.
You know, I'm starting to think you're right. You do have a lot in common with Ted Pharaoh.
I knew you would see, in time. Let us continue. His secrets await.
Oh, I was hoping you could sit in it and it'd be like
Is that a small office?
some sort
For a
of
minor functionary,
tentacle rapey
perhaps?
thing. So much.
Look at all this equipment. We are getting closer to the heart of this place.
Focus.
I can feel it.
But fungus in this place. Check. Fortunately, I don't need it. Not now, anyway. Can't get in there.
Break the door down.
I'm going to look for another way in.
Good idea. It's worked before.
Very well. Get to it.
I'm gonna go do something. Yeah, you should go do something. That's what it just said.
Break it open!
Not this way.
Open that door!
Ah, there we go. Bad at chat.
I should try again when I'm closer.
Range on this thing's a lot like that.
Ah, how long does it take to bash through a door?
What he was saying first should have taken precedence over that. Bash through the door.
She's gone.
Stay.
Did she make it to the other side?
Of course I did. I'm Aloy. I can do anything.
A console. Maybe I can access Ted's files from here.
Maybe. Maybe not.
There. Omega clearance. Got it. What do you have to say for yourself, Ted?
Somtown's dead. Along with his kid. Found him on the floor of his office this morning, holding hands. Must have poisoned themselves. I never would have put them to sleep. She was just a girl, for Christ's sake. I offered them life. And this is how they repaid me. By leaving me all alone. But I guess I've been alone since this whole thing began. Alone in bearing the burden. For the past. For the future.
Same old Ted. No matter who dies, he's the one feeling sorry for himself.
Liz's future. Liz's children. Someday they'll come. And I'll be here to greet them. Sometimes said my aging has stopped altogether. If anything, my cells are replenishing faster than normal. I just need some time for the mutations to calm down. Time. And energy. Sometimes said the reactor can give me what I need. To grow strong again. To get my shit back together. So I can greet the kids. They're gonna need me. My advice. My guidance. And then I won't be alone anymore.
Pharaoh's secrets. Are they here?
Not the ones you're looking for.
Then they must be in there.
Trust me. You don't want to go in there.
Are you mad? I haven't come all this way to stop now. At last, Pharaoh's legacy is mine. Is that?
It's him.
Burn it to ash.
Wait, no. Pharaoh has it rigged to melt down if...
Kill them too. No witnesses.
Somehow I knew that was gonna happen, chat. Never trust the CEO. What? Did we die?
Try facing me!
Some of them are, some of them are looking.
Pharaoh rigged the reactor to overflow if he dies. We have to run.
Fire.
I'm on target!
I'm with you! There's so much smoke!
It's gonna be annoying, chat. It's gonna be dodging,
I can barely breathe! The whole place is shaking!
dodging the human enemies and fire. Well, not fire. Lava. Okay.
More soldiers, up ahead.
Got her! Go! Go!
We found it done. Get moving.
More health potions.
Feeling better.
That should be good. More health. Got the CEO. Maybe.
Hurry, sire!
Come on.
Out of my way!
Crushed by his own head. Kind of funny.
Soldiers,
Firing! I need help!
Ooh, that was not the right button. Luckily. Luckily, this isn't a time ability. Shot that.
come on. We're almost there.
So, even if you miss it to make it, time like this, not gonna make much difference. Like it's not gonna be.
What happened?
We found something that will help. Not just your homeland, but everywhere.
But where's the CO?
He's gone. I guess you could say he gave his life to help us attain the secrets of Thebes.
I see. You must think I'm eminently stupid.
What? No. No.
The CO was an entitled egotist who twisted our beliefs into a sickening, self-serving fantasy. And you expect me to believe he sacrificed himself for scraps of data? It's time for the truth, and it better be convincing. Otherwise, I'll simply order these soldiers to open fire.
Hold on. You're right. To be honest, the CO screwed everything up. He brought Thebes down around our ears and died like a gutless coward. But we really did find something down there that will help your homeland. If I can take it and use it. Now, if I have to, I will fight my way out of here, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can just let me go. And then take credit when things start to improve.
Success certainly does sound better than failure. It seems then that our destinies are intertwined. Landfall is open to you. If it will help your cause, you may come and go as you please. But Alva must join you and report back on your efforts.
Fair enough.
Thebes is of no further value to us. Obviously, we're going back to the flotilla. Alva, I expect your reports to be thorough.
Oh, I thought he was going to have us killed. And instead, I get to join you.
Glad to have you. But you're going to need a little help to reach our base. Varl, I made a new friend. I need you to meet her at the Quen Ferry and escort her back.
On it. Can't wait to meet her.
Trust me, you'll love it there. Varl will give you a better focus, and all the data you could ever want. Head to the ferry. I'll join you back east as soon as I can.
A diviner must follow the truth, wherever it leads. I'll see you there.
Now that I have Omega
Yay.
clearance, we should have what we need to capture Hephaestus. But before I head to the ferry, maybe I should stop by Landfall. With the CO gone, maybe more Quen will be willing to talk. Might be worth looking around the island, too.
Maybe. Ammo. More shutters. More tear shutters, because I got a bunch of spikes. More fire. Normal. Hunter. Sweet. Can I upgrade this? Ooh. Not good with Frost because it's not very insulated. Ooh. Sorry. Apex Slitherfang Heart. How is this good against melee though? That's not bad at all. So Not bad.
I gotta change out of these clothes. I can't believe the CO made me play dress up.
Maybe play dress up. I do like my other outfit better though. It's fun. Concentration, regen, stealth ranged. Yeah. No, this one. Sweet.
Your shoulder doing all right?
Whose shoulder? That's apparently there's a tall neck here, chat. Let's try to find it. To the tall neck. I think on an island this size you'd be able to see it, but apparently no. Oh, there's less of that. How to get up to that is the other question. Yeah, we'll do that later. Tall neck. Oh, wait, I got a bunch of skill points. There's a new build up. Thunder blast. I saw some resonator on those fights against the humans.
Not gonna back down. I think someone's in trouble nearby.
Well, didn't mean that.
I'm sorry, I dropped it.
Ooh, not that. Fire.
The machines are gone. You can come up.
Tsunore, the living ancestor is here.
Who? Kinda hurts. I have to use the bathroom, chat. Pose. Ow. What was that? Tear off your back. Well, now I've gone through. Ah. There we go. Weird. Oh, that's right. I like that. Come on, open your mouth. What? Oh, in your belly. Yeah, he doesn't like it. I love doing that. That was kind of awesome. Ow, there's another one. Belly. How are you still alive? Belly. Not belly. Oh, you're an apex, aren't you? Come on, do it again. I do love it. More stabbing. There we go. That. Hi there, chat. Man, what happens when I drink? Next day my throat's just like raw. Probably because alcohol is bad for you. But it's so good. Relic rings.
Who are those machines attacking?
Maybe. That hurt.
The living ancestor. If fate brought you here, it must be to save Loras. She's trapped up in this tower. Part of the route she climbed collapsed.
I should be able to climb that tower. I could help that trapped soldier.
Loris! Sobek is here! The ancestors must still have plans for your sorry carcass.
Stop joking, Arrayus. You need to help me find a way down from here.
I'm not joking. The living ancestor is here. Sobek's on her way up now.
Lame.
Sure, sure. And Song Jiao and Ten Pharaoh are holding the ropes, are they? You know, if Bohai hears you taking the names of the ancestors in vain, he'll be up on charges.
She's gonna be surprised when I show up. It's weird how
That's
much
where
they
the
know
column's
about the
broken.
ancestors,
My polecat is shaking me across that gap.
considering
Let's find that
most
soldier.
other.
Oh, so you
People
found a way
don't
up,
know
did you, Arrayus? By the ancestors.
We can cut the whole living ancestor speech. Let's find you a way out of here, okay?
Like the Nora were just like me. Then all of a sudden it's like the Tanakh and
There.
Quinn.
You alright?
Yes. I'm lucky. Nothing broken.
Like, oh, we
Tried
know
to climb
everything
out
about
and
everything.
whole thing came down on me. I thought maybe that hole in the wall could get me inside the
Into the
tower,
Tallneck.
but I can't reach it.
Let's find us both a way off this tower.
There must be data in here somewhere.
Must there? Why must there?
I cannot. Sobek?
No, I so back.
I have searched, but I could find no way out.
Just give me a second.
Arrayus! You better still be alive so that I can kill you myself!
That gap in the wall leads back inside the tower. If I can reach it. Let's get there. Can you climb up using this?
Yes. All praise to you, Sobek.
Well, we're inside the tower. That's something. Let's find a way out of here.
Here we walk in the footprints of the ancestors. The truth will be found. The light will be shone.
This way. The light will be shone.
There. I can break that wall. Let me blow this up.
Thanks, Sobek. I need to inspect the place the data was found before I leave.
Of course you do.
I will return this to landfall
That's a lot
so
of
that the
purpose.
diviners can inspect it.
So, Loris has her way out. Thank you, Sobek.
That almost did not work out. Alright, where'd that Tallneck go? Tallneck was... What? Ah, there. To the Tallneck. Then we are going to try to upgrade my bow. Really, really good strong. You don't see me. See me at all. Got a Tallneck in the water. It is. Interesting.
There's the Tallneck that's sending the signal. Better be careful.
So we might just swim for the Tallneck.
Maybe my focus can tell me more. Something seems to have knocked the tall neck down. Maybe the current. Better take a look at the damage.
Oh, I gotta put power part. Oh, that's just annoying.
Two parts are missing. Is that where the attack is coming? I won't be able to find the parts at last.
Is that what I think? It is. I need that. Here, wait, fish. Wait. Tall neck, tall neck, tall neck. I mean, I've got moonfish in here, so. Oh, what do we do? Manta rays. Moonfish.
Those toilet parts must be up there somewhere. I just have to get to them.
Moonfish. Yeah. Okay, maybe more. So apparently it's that. All of them. There's skinless moonfish out there, apparently. Which seems annoying. Kind of creepy. What you got there? Skinless fish. So, now skinless.
Shouldn't use frost on it.
That's a lot of valuables. So I should use frost on it. I have a frost weapon. So swap this out for my frost bow. Not this one. Unequip. Yes, this one. There we go. Oh. Don't have my frost weapon equipped. That's gonna hurt. And one more. Now he's frozen. And now he's dead. Alright, push this into the water. Jump over to it, or just cut on bottom. That works too. Man, I'm so terrible at 3D platforming, chat. I don't know why. Have to wait for what do we now? Mess up. What's that? Strike fast. And there's some. I'm an idiot. Now. See in here, I thought it was just a trap. Nope, I'm stupid, that's what I am.
Better shake off this wet.
Shake it off, shake it off.
Montauk nests. Wonder if this is where those sunken tall neck parts ended up.
From like
Time to follow up.
there we go.
Looks like the part I'm looking for. One down, one to go.
There we go. Alright, one more. Something's really loud. Some goodies. Something for my wife. Ooh, she's gonna go eat ramen. Ramen. So good. Alright.
There's a way into the ruins there. Just gotta sneak by.
Things move. Oh, hello, Amos. How are you doing, Amos? Just trying to do the tall neck. Means I need the parts. Which means you need to not be eaten by alligators. Oh. I might be in trouble. I know, it's kind of weird that you can't fight underwater. At least use, like, melee attacks. Obviously, the bow don't work
Oh, not happy to see me?
underwater. But like a nice melee attack, or give us a spear. Well, actually, they do have a spear gun. So the CEO died. I was pretty sure he was gonna die. He was gonna be.
The second tall neck part. I'll be taking that.
Yay. Oh, he is alive. can a flying bird machine survive underwater? I don't understand that. Doesn't seem to make sense to me. Peace. Wait, what? Yeah, ow. Crocodile out there too. Just explode. There we go.
Now, I can pick up that part I saw back at the nest.
Is there another? Did you see that? Look at that. That's kind of creepy. It's coming through the ground. Uh-oh. Ah! He actually came through the ground. It's one of the first, like, actual bugs I found in this game. Well-coded game, I think. Unlike Ubisoft games I've been playing lately, which are very buggy. I was playing Far Cry 6, and I was riding a wave rider and tried to get into a boat, and it just shot me into the air, like basically into outer space, and then I got bugged, couldn't come back down. So yeah, I'm used to buggy games. This is the first bug I've had in this game.
Sorry guys, gotta run.
See ya. You run into any bugs in this game, Amos? Or anybody else in chat? Still weird she talks underwater. You've run into many bugs? Well, that's my first big one. Games nowadays, though. So many things they're coding when something's wrong, bound to go bad. Even a fish.
I should return these parts to that tunnel.
Ah, yes. There's one bug like that for Far Cry 6 also, where like one of the outfits you put on basically made her naked. It's kind of weird. Like it just bugged out, and so it was just naked main character. And what's really weird about that game is they're not afraid of nudity, but like for some reason they covered up the nipples on the main character, the female version, which I thought was weird. It's like just let her be naked. Yeah, they had like pasties over her nipples, which I thought was really just a weird decision. Because there's naked people in that game. Why not have the main character naked? Bug made me move out. And they're like, well, just in case it happens, we're not going to show you it.
Welcome back. I just need to find a way to come forward.
All that, and now I gotta jump on it. Well, that's gonna be annoying. Who doesn't like nipples?
get on land, I might be able to jump onto that tarmac.
Another ladder. All these ladders I can't shoot down. Let me up.
I don't think I can climb up there.
Under? There we go. From inside. Now. Knock down
I
that
should
one.
be able to jump onto the tarmac from here.
Lower the ladder. Just in case I screw up, which I will. And lower this ladder, just in case. There we go.
A rush of air.
Run and jump. Oh, made it.
Made it. Now to climb up to his head.
I one try, and I did. Probably would be better in the day. This game's too dark
Go.
for my
Time to override.
yeah. Yep, too dark.
It's all right. Well done. Good. Got it.
Great. Map reveal. Alright, I need to get some mats for my weapon. So we will and let's just go back to the mainland. I need a shelter. That works. Yep, every time it becomes dark on this game chat, I try to find a shelter so I can make it advance to the day, because day is so much better. It's a pretty game. I want to see everything.
That's her.
Hikaru commands my blade.
Alright.
I wonder who those
I have the moonfish stuff, so I can upgrade my pouch. There we go. Oh, now I need bass.
they're keeping watch for.
Hey, stranger.
Add that job too.
Are you looking to trade?
Next is one more thing. Upgrade my Glow Blast. Near shard is so far away. Yep, I gotta catch some bass. I wish you could actually fish in this game instead of like swimming up to a fish and catching it by hand. I don't normally like the mini games in games, but fishing is always fun. I'm gonna go fishing in real life. Been way too long. First time I saw fish, I was like, oh, I just shoot it with my bow, right? Oh. Gotta swim up to it and catch it. Salmon were worse. The salmon actually run away from it. The moonfish don't seem to. Speaking of, come here, come here, come here. I need some skin. Give me your skin. Your skin. Give me. Come on. I'm terrible at catching fish with my hands. Nope. Come on. A little bit closer. There we go. 3 more. Alright, let's find some more green shell.
Ruins. If there's any useful relics down here, my focus should be able to spot them. Just gotta be careful with all these machines.
Ancient compartment, you mean the trunk? Ah. What I need is green shine cluster. Yep. Now if I ever run into that contract, I should have the item for these already. There we go.
Can't make you try this.
To the green shine. There we go. No, this is for my wife. Yeah, there's a lot of empty space in this game, unfortunately, chat. Yep. Oh, I need a fast pack. Make one of these. There we go. Yeah. I mean, it's nice having a huge map, but if you're gonna have a huge map, you need better vehicles. Like, Just Cause. Those games are fun. They're huge, but they've got good vehicles. Air vehicles, land vehicles, water vehicles, everything you need. This, you just don't have anything that's fast enough. Alright, let's find some bass. Bass. More bass. That should be enough, I think. Great fish. So slow. Alright. That's one. Bone? I don't need bone. I need skin. All these skinless fish is kind of creepy. Bass. See? Oh, it doesn't have any skin either. No bass. All just moonfish. Come here. Bone. I'm going to try on the other side of this rock. Let's try a little bit more down this beach. My wife's favorite ramen place is closed for spring break. And it's never closed apparently. So she is very sad. It's the worst when you have your heart set on going to a restaurant and it's closed and you're just like, I really wanted to eat there. No, just yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Just a 3-day weekend apparently. There was a really good Thai place next to my apartment that was closed for good, we thought. Apparently they went back to Thailand real quick and then had issues coming back because of COVID. But they're back, so we get to go again. Really, really good. Tiny little place, just enough place, there's enough room for like 4 people. It's usually the best. Come on, just one more skin. There we go. I think that should be enough. Everything. Come on. Just in case. Oh, there's a boat. Alright, we need to go back to... See, ow, I just realized something. I had all of my icons turned off. I have lots of crab and lobster stuff. While I was on that island doing the main quest, I killed a bunch, so I should be okay. I hope. Crabs and lobsters aren't bad though, you can at least shoot those. They're very short, so it's easy to miss. Just hit the ground. I thought it was that. No, this way.
Outlander.
Alright. Alright, upgrade this. Green shine slab. Which I assume is super rare. Since it is orange colored. Precision arrow. Max. Oh, I need one more. I knew I would have needed more.
I offer you an honorable trade. May your blade hold true.
I'm tired of swimming for now. So, let's continue main quest. Back to the base. Oh, nose is itchy. Stupid hay fever. Yep. Chat with my friends. Oh.
Wouldn't have taught you the song if I didn't like the way you sing it.
So you like hearing me butcher Utaru music?
Let's talk to my friends.
There she is. Heard you had an interesting time at Thebes.
Maniacs, lava. What's not to like?
I'll remember that next time I go traveling.
At least I got what we needed to trap Hephaestus.
Good thing I got my gear ready then.
How's your training?
You look tired.
Ha! You never want to hold back, are you? I've just been making sure that I got everything down for this mission of yours. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
You'll do fine, Erend. You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
I've actually seen
Bet
haircuts
you're
like
used
that
to
in
that
Japan.
focus by now.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points. I
Minus
guess that's
the beard.
something. I wish all the other data was as easy to deal with. Now, to be honest, it's hard to understand half of what's on there. And then the other half reminds me, well, this isn't a fight you can win by just waving a hammer. Which is kind of what I do. But hey, that just means I gotta study
Swings
harder.
a hammer, but it's hit with
Make
his
myself
hammer.
useful.
Just give it time.
Just swinging, no hitting.
You've been looking at any interesting data?
I asked Gaia to find me something to look at a while back, and she found the mother of all forges. They called it sports.
No.
Turns out the old ones spent a lot of time tackling and punching each other for points in one game or another. Are you mixing some solid food and fresh ale? I bet half the claim will be lining up to watch.
What else have you been studying with your focus?
Yeah, I've been looking into this Vegas place you found. Gaia showed us everything that happened when you went to get that Poseidon thing. I mean, this Merlin guy seems pretty smart. Though, risking the Tanakh clan lands for a light show is a bold move.
His crew knows how to handle themselves. Mostly.
Right.
There we go.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt.
Yankee.
Do I smell ale?
I brought some
It's been
over
drinking.
from Chain Scrape. Hey, with everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink.
Does kind of look like a
Besides,
Yankee.
There is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time.
Sorry, just talking to my wife real quick. She's cat sitting.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe asked us to help her bring more plants in here. Not for eating.
Does have a cannon on
apparently.
his head.
Yeah, if you ask me, the place is fine as it is. Metal might be plain, but it's sturdy. Nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of vegetation?
The Nora.
How are things with Katalo? You still scared of
Oh,
him?
did he get his arm
Oh,
funny?
she thinks she's funny. Actually, I asked if it'd be interested in playing a game of Strike. I had to fill in most of the conversation myself, but I'm still alive.
Glad to hear it.
Still
Have you
more.
spoken with Alva yet?
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy kid drinking her first ale. She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure. I gotta say, I'm a little jealous. But I can see why you two hit it off.
Alright.
I should get going.
What do I
As
see?
soon as you want us heading out to those cauldrons.
I'll give you the heads up.
He's got his arm yet. Taru, where are you?
Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest.
Alpha?
Take what you need.
Where are you? You one I'm jerk face. That's the exit. New. Also new. Ah,
This
here
looks
it
nice
is.
with some grain in it.
Train the body, train the mind.
No
Aloy,
arm.
well met. We've been briefed on our mission, and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron Gemini.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it, if you have a moment.
You wanted to talk about your arm?
Indeed. It's time to test it. And I want you to be there.
Sweet.
Okay. How are we doing this?
Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regala's tremor tusk? Right where the river bends?
Sure, if you want, but I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
Then I'll let you know when I get close.
Oh.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
I have to go now.
Let's go test.
And do not let me keep you.
Also want traumatisk stuff.
Like I said, I'll call you when I'm close to Regala's old outpost near the bulwark.
May the Ten guide your way.
Alright. Exit. Hey, even if he doesn't use it, it's still nice to give it to him.
I see you, champion.
Let's
Sit.
go back to Regala's place. Right, I'll be right back, chat.
Oh, the snow is...
Is that the champion from the east I see? Then I've something to share.
Earned a half stripe.
Please. Full stripe or don't go far.
In the time it would take me to get a full stripe at a trial, I could earn 3 half stripes.
Yeah, but they're still just half stripes.
Sure proved a good, eh,
How
Ron?
many do you have?
I don't bite, soldier. I just want to talk.
Uh-huh.
Your blade be bright.
Any news on your father?
Ah, I'm back. Let's go kill a tremor tusk. Or at least I assume that's what we're gonna go do.
Welcome, Outlander.
It'd be kind of cool if he had an arm like in Sekiro. Shoot out like a little hand that grabs stuff from afar. I mean, if you're gonna have a mechanical arm, you might as well make it cool. Might as well make it cool. If you can. So far away. Then they add new closer. Come on. Oh, I was hoping I could one-shot it. Maybe just doesn't do enough damage in this game, I think. I guess if you have the right build and the right clothes.
Got the target!
That's more fun. That was covered. Where's the one that I knocked off? Oh, nope, that was good. That was come on, bird. Ah. Ha ha ha. What the? Just suddenly jumped up that cliff. Stab. Is that a stab? What the? Ran away. I can't. Weak spot hit for 2. Good dive. There we go. Good job. There we go. Let me do some near the what's the word I want? Really ring challenges. That could be fun. How much? There's a campfire there. Ah, I feel like an idiot now. I am drinking, so that might be part of it. No.
I think this is where Kotalo wanted to test out his new arm. Even though he didn't say how exactly. Hey, Kotalo. I'm by the Tremor Tusk site, where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly. Thank you for waiting.
Maybe now you can tell me what we're doing here?
Not just yet.
Of course not.
Follow me, please.
Always mysterious.
Someone's being awfully mysterious.
You took your sweet time telling me what you wanted to do to the bulwark. Consider this my revenge.
Fair enough.
Oh, I just remembered I have skills I can spend. Bunch of R1.
This is it.
What am I looking at?
Oh, you'll see. Come.
All right, talk to me, Kotallo.
I wish to test the arm on that.
Bear.
It has menaced the valley for some time. Killed more than a few of the Sky Clan. But no longer.
I'm honored to help.
He's missing a finger.
After you.
Oh, that's unfortunate. You can't flip people off. He only has 3 fingers, or 4 fingers.
Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
Go punch it. It's unfortunate. Little. Ow.
We can't finish this if you die! You won't kill me today!
Now I just don't go out. What was that? Launched himself at it. Do something. Mr. New Metal Arm. But he's got a new arm, but most of his damage is doing with his bow. What is this?
Try shocking it! Outlander, for you!
Ready for that one. Punch up. I died.
Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
1 second. My wife is eating sushi and French potatoes, or French fries.
I'll target this one! That's everything!
I'm gonna knock everything out. Good counter. No bonus, no tax. Fire.
Get out of there! You need these!
Did not even know where he was. He just came out of nowhere. I will do this.
Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
Face shot.
Can you freeze it?
Shot. What? Not even a wind up, just instant attack.
Ammunition!
I know it can dash, it just usually it like some sort of wind up before it attacks like that. Talk about metal on metal and then he's just shooting it. Did freeze it. Didn't say can you freeze it. You can freeze it. There you go. Come on. I'm gonna die. That was close. Die, Trickness.
Now! Hit it!
And yeah. There we go. Yeah. Just to rip out its heart. Is he gonna eat it now?
Well, I think it's safe to say the new arm works fine.
Agreed.
Then why are you taking it off?
This is what I am now. What I overcame. Anything else feels wrong. Like a disguise. I'll use the new arm when I need it. But the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You have my thanks for doing this with me.
Seems like
Here.
that would be awkward.
Something to mark our victory.
He'd throw off his
Thank you.
balance when he puts his arm on,
I'll see you
gets
later
used to
then.
it, and takes that off.
The ten
and
be with
gets
you,
used
Aloy.
to not having an arm. I'd just choose one. Hey! I got a trophy, it was worth it, chat. I know, where are all the parts I just knocked off? Arrows that he threw at me. Oh, don't tell me all those parts are gone. I think they're gone, chat. Yep, they're all gone. Knocked off parts. Of course. Ah, well. I got a trophy. It's worth it. I have 350 medical berries in my stash. I think I'm good. Alright, let's see where to go. Wait, what? Oh, actually I probably should. Let's do a cauldron. And then I think I'm you want me to go to it's level 40. I'm level 33. You trying to kill me, chat? I'm gonna do moo. Then I think once I'm done with that, I might log for the day. It's getting late. I have work tomorrow. I think my work tomorrow is just going to be me sitting and reading my book, so not like super hard work. Which almost makes me want to call in sick, but I always get crap from my boss whenever I call in sick. Yep, actually I got a week and a half almost off. Almost 2 weeks actually.
Hardwater ammo could hurt it.
Nothing I want. I do get 2 weeks off, but I don't get paid, so it's kind of good, kind of not good. If it was a 2 week paid vacation, that'd be awesome. But I am an independent contractor, technically, so I don't work, I don't get paid. These things are super Oh! What did I just knock off? Oh, I thought that was... I thought I knocked off something that was... orange. Yeah, blue's probably gonna be super easy. Wandering around in the place is probably gonna be shoot him in the ball. There we go. Out of ammo. Everywhere. Yeah, I'm just gonna one shot right in the How did that die? He tried to jump at me and I hit him. It's just like, well, look what I can do. Atao. I missed. That was terrible. Alright. Let's do move.
Should be able to hack this open.
Open sesame.
These ledges look like they'll hold up.
Straight up. It's like a heart. Blood vessels. Kind of creepy.
It is. Table seems sturdy enough. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
about ready to hit my
Here
glider.
we go again!
How is what she's using to slide going through cables?
That was fun. Now I need to find my way to the core.
Come on, game. Shots today, Chad. And then I fail him.
Should be able to get across if I hack that node near the gap.
Oh, crap. Okay. It's kind of annoying that sometimes R2 to interact with something, sometimes it's triangle to interact with something. They need to make up their minds. Interact is triangle or interact is R2. Sometimes it's triangle, I hit R2 and then I melee. And when it's R2, I hit triangle and nothing happens.
Shit. I'll have to find a different path.
Wasn't paying attention. Another spammer. You are kidding. Timed out. Door. Please. So did you finish the game today, Amos? You said you were going to. Maybe. Although I also said I was going to stream for the morning, but I drank too much last night, so I didn't feel like it.
More machines.
One shot.
Could catch around those to get close.
Gotta go up. spend more time
Maybe
running
I can
through this
use that
place than fighting, I'm
arm
sure.
to get across.
I one-shot it. But free resources, so works for me.
Jumping onto that. Oh, so far so good. Now I just need to jump off at the right time.
Not now.
Machine's past that shield. I'll have to be careful.
Any goodies? Nope. Definitely something back here. Oh, the golden rule of gaming. Game wants to go to the left, you go right. Once you go to forward, you go back. There's always something secret. That anytime you see a waterfall, you check behind. There's always something hidden behind the waterfall. Look that way, so I'm gonna You are justice. But instead, knock off your shield generator. Having these parts. Ow.
Oh, that helps.
Uh-oh. Too much damage. Whee. Parts. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, come on. Jerk. Whee, shield claw. Blue. Not that arm yet. Ah, that's what that was. This is just in case I fall down.
Those metal carriers can get me closer to the core. How do I reach them?
For a ride.
Could try getting to that arm below.
Good jump right there, but that worked. Here.
Thanks. I can make that jump. That was close.
Always breaking stuff here, boy.
I should be able to hitch a ride on those middle carriers.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna take a drink, but
I made it this far. Just have to hold on a little longer.
I think your arms will get tired holding on like that.
I'm gonna have to get off this thing soon.
Now. Goodies. That's super good.
I'll put these in my pack.
I have 303 meta bones.
Those arms can help me reach the core. I just have to get to them. Getting close to the core.
A lot of water and a lot of electricity.
Made it. Go.
I asked my wife for her picture. She's my sister-in-law's cat sitting. She sent me a photo of the cat, which is what I wanted. And then she sent a photo of the sushi she ate for lunch for dinner. She's like, I didn't know which picture you wanted. Like, cat, obviously. Not you eating sushi.
Let me get those machine overrides.
Made it, chat. Almost done. Wow, 2.5 hour long. Purple.
I've never seen machines stored like that. At least it's deactivated for now.
I'm gonna learn how to make, or how to override.
There's the core. Now I just need to access it.
And then it was gonna try to eat me. And as I've learned before, I gotta loot everything first. I don't have the opportunity to loot later. This game's always like, oh, here's a cutscene and no loot for you. Wow, lots of messages from my wife. I love her. She makes me laugh.
Guess I'm not getting those overrides without a fight.
Alright, give me your tooth. That's all I want is a tooth. Some scavenge. This. 4 teeth. How did that? Oh, I guess there was splat. Oh, there's the second one. Did not notice that.
Oh, machine's got backup.
Come on. Tooth. Tooth. Nice. Shock. Oh, come on. You got lucky. Bring that way. Oh, I got a tooth. Belly. Oh. Ow.
Pain subsiding.
But one more.
Right, next idea.
That didn't work.
Should be able to access the core now.
Did.
Looks like Hephaestus has been upgrading the Cauldron security grid.
I got a lot of tooth on that one. A lot of teeth. Happens when you shoot him in the mouth with the exploding, tearing, ripping destruction arrow.
I'll keep some extra on hand.
There we go.
Time to get some machine overrides.
Yeah, blue is finished. There's blue down there. Oh, god damn it.
More incomplete overrides.
White bar. Okay, I'm gonna try to take over white bar real quick. It's almost 9 though. Wow, I have a bunch of skill points. 10 to be exact. Resonator blast plus. Oh, now I remember. Hit him with your melee. Mark him. Then you shoot. Now I remember.
With the data I got from that core, I should be able to override this machine.
Right.
Now everyone's on the same side. At least for a while. Should be able to override Scroungers now.
But I can't do it. Whoa! The other one I'm good. You're also Berserk 5. All that if I died now. But alright, what was it? 1, 2, 3. Ow. Pause.
Oh, good.
And now that I've got a bunch of melee abilities unlocked, I might go to a melee ring real quick. I know I said I was going to log off, but I mean, this game's just too much fun. There's bow. Let's do only melee pits. There's one. Oh, melee pits and campfires. Alright, we'll do one melee kit and then we're done. Or melee pit and then we're done. See, it is almost 9.
You wanted to speak to me?
That guy looks creepy.
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there, and not just against machines. Name's O'Dirk. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So, what do you say? Up for some training?
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
Challenge.
Looking sharp as ever.
I wrestled a snapmala.
If you keep repeating the same attacks, your enemy will dodge them. Vary your attacks and combinations. Make yourself less predictable. Come on. If your opponent keeps blocking, then use a heavy attack or a power attack to break through. Either that or hit them from behind.
No more armor for you.
That didn't do it. Try again.
What?
If you keep repeating the same attacks, your enemy will dodge them. Vary your attacks and combinations. Make yourself less predictable. Come on. If your opponent keeps blocking, then use a heavy attack or close attention to your opponent's stance. Read their intentions. Choose your attacks to break their defense.
Done. Resonator blast.
That energy doesn't last forever. Shoot the glowing part of your opponent before the energy fades. That spear can give you the edge in battle. Keep energizing it, and then your enemies. Triggering those energy blasts should help you vanquish your opponents.
Yeah. Now let's fight him. This is actually kind of easy. I should have done this a long time ago.
I can use your insight.
Next round's over.
That energy doesn't last forever. Shoot the glowing part of your opponent before the energy fades. That spear can give you the edge in battle. Keep energizing it, and then your enemies.
Yeah,
Triggering those energy
bad.
blasts should help you vanquish your opponents.
Pitmaster. Against people, I actually prefer. Ow.
This be easy.
But most creatures have some sort of a
Impressive. You fight well.
have some sort of a. If you get too close, they hit you with something that has back.
I see how you earned your reputation. Good series of attacks. Impressive attack.
Yeah. Not a huge fan of melee against machines, but against people, it's not bad.
I see how you earned your reputation. You fight well.
Oh.
I'm ready to fight hand to hand when you are. Good. A good series of attacks. So, what tricks do you have for me? Yield! I yield!
Against humans, I think melee knocks off their
Well
armor
fought, friend.
super fast.
Well fought.
Are you okay?
Plus they dodge.
Ooh.
Too much for.
Serves me right for thinking I could go up against the savior of
Yeah,
Meridian.
he was naked.
Here, have this. A
Which
little
is good
something
because
for
those
the new
eye
champion.
covers are kind of creepy.
Thank you, Hodurg.
Don't be a stranger now. Come back whenever you'd like to spar again.
What'd he give me? Pristine skull.
See you later, Hodurg.
Right? How could he
Farewell,
see with
then.
that? If they were slightly further away, he might be able to see. Nah. like 90% of his vision's gone, which is probably why he can't hit me. Because he can't see. I'm gonna do one more. That was kind of fun. Can't hit what you can't see. Melee pit. There you go. Yeah, I think he sees through the holes, but like, yeah, these are my fingers and it's hard. It's called Spear. I don't know where I am. Thorn Marsh. Where's called Spear? Oh, apparently I have something I can turn in. Wrong button. I'm gonna go see what that is. What do you want?
Hey.
Oh, I forgot about this. That's going to replace that. I haven't done many side quests, no. I probably should do more. Yay, I got a new weapon. This one replaces that one. Oh, which means I need to edit the coils. Component tear and close ranged. Component tear.
Stranger.
I wonder who those Tanakh they're keeping watch for.
Now, what do we need to upgrade? Rip steel. Not bad. Clamberjaw tail duster. Where are those? Clamberjaws. Oh, I gotta fight monkeys. I don't want to fight monkeys. Monkeys were a pain in the butt. Ah, there we go. I don't only have to fight monkeys, I have to shoot monkeys in the tail. That seems annoying. And might as well try it. To the monkeys! What?
You should try to not be cooking while.
I should have... that's weird. So it's either this monkey, or that monkey, or any other monkeys? Yeah, let's try some monkeys. Monkeys!
I'm still getting a signal from my focus.
I also have to be careful of the invisible guys. Oh, I'm out of Tear arrows. There you go. That should be enough. One good shot in the monkey tail. Monkey.
Machine's resistant to fire.
Put that up. Monkey. So many monkeys. That one's scratching his butt. Oh dude, these are low level too. This isn't gonna be too bad. Alright. Level 15 I should get it up. Dude. Whoa. What? Didn't knock off its tail. As far as like my favorite look, either the Thunderjaw or the raptor looking things.
Keep going.
My favorites. Okay, this is just way too much. They're all low level, but like there's like 7 creatures. I'm gonna roll away real quick. Shoot that one in the face. Shoot that one in the butt.
Down it goes.
Strike. In the first game, these were probably my favorite. You could actually like knock their eye out, which is kind of cool. Now that we're good on right? Although it was my own fault, because these things call friends. So that's why they're all attacking in groups. Plus monkeys always live in families. I mean, how often do you see just one monkey? Very often. It's always many monkeys. That's why humans are social animals. I don't know. Alright. Give me your tail. No, don't run away. I want your tail. I'm just gonna shoot you in the butt and hope your tail comes. I missed. I think he farted on me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a monkey fart. Pretty soon he'll have no more parts. Can't fart if you don't have a monkey butt. tail, you jerk. Alright, we're just gonna shock you and steal your tail. Shock them one. So much fire. Right, he's done, so hopefully I can get a tail. We're gonna do quick switch. This doesn't do a lot of damage, so switch that out for that one. Especially help hit that. There we go.
Come.
Give me your tail. One more. Thank you. So many monkeys. Get that. Ow. Give me a tail. I need 2. Ah, crap. I'm in triple chat. Luckily, these have
Got a piece of it.
Thank you. Oh, come on. Well, then we're just gonna hide. Oh, that's a... Oh. That's not what I thought. No monkey. Die, monkey. There you go. Missed. Look at that. Where'd you? Now we're just playing Ring Around the Rosy. go. I think with that, we're done for the night. After I build my... Or not build, upgrade my bow. Wait, not my bow, my new weapon. What's this purple down here? Oh, tail. Alright. We are... Oh, it's not step 2.
Rain's letting up.
Still stuff I need to do. Still gonna be on for another minute or so. But I'm getting tired and I should probably log off since I have work tomorrow. Need a travel pack. There we go. Alright, upgrade my item.
Outland.
There we go. Upgrade. Can I do the next one? Nope. Need a behemoth circulator. That's my next.
The craft of a
Restock everything. Alright,
awaits
I'm
you
off.
here.
See you guys later. Chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all tomorrow at about the normal time. See ya. Bye.